Hello, this is Wes Bridle, and this is another Keenan Calling Economic Update video. This is the fourth in a series of four that we're doing. I'm shooting them all here on the same day, and we'll put them out one a day. They follow up on the Coming Storm video that we shot in November, which was an hour and a half, helping you to understand exactly what's going on in the economy. It's going to be some very difficult times that are ahead of us, so we want you to be aware of those things. And that bigger picture is far more important than any one of these small videos, but we just want to keep you updated on what's happening since we did that video. So if you haven't seen The Coming Storm, please check it out. That link will take you to a page. You can sign up and get that video for free. And now let's just jump into it. I saw an interesting analysis, and it talks about, some people look at the S&P's been pretty good over the recent period. It started to fall off in the last week or two. But if you look at the S&P and the price of gold, it's just been killed. It hasn't gone anywhere. And so we're going to focus on gold in this video. Did you notice when Europe started falling apart last week that the Germans were massively buying gold? The Germans understand what happened in the 1920s when their currency went to nothing. And I understand on the German television they're showing pictures of what happened in the 20s when a currency is destroyed. And so the people are running out buying gold and silver in massive quantities. And the Austrian Mint, which has the Philharmonic, sold more coins in 1 week than they did in the entire first quarter. Matter of fact, they totally got sold out. And the Krugerrands from South Africa are making massive shipments of Krugerrands to Germany to meet the demand. The Swiss refiner Argor said demand increased by 10 times. And so that just gives you an idea that hasn't started yet in the United States, but that is coming. And so there is time for you to prepare before this, the situation gets worse here. Interesting, the world's first gold ATM in Abu Dhabi. Although the same article said that this is the first one outside of Germany, so it's one of the first. So interesting sign of times to come. Jim Rogers said he was at a meeting with 300 money managers, and that 76% of them still admitted they didn't own any gold. So if you get the idea that this is a bubble situation, that the price is going to come dramatically down, that should give you an idea. We're nowhere near that yet. And another interesting stat, I think Casey Research put this out, I think that's where I saw it, less than 1% of the world's financial assets are in gold. If you imagine that the whole world amount of gold is so tiny, if just 2% of the world's assets went into it, that would be a massive increase, massive demand, and that doesn't seem hard to do or unlikely at all. A couple things about countries around the world. Venezuela is talking about nationalizing their gold mining industry. Not surprising for them, and yet it's an interesting sign. Now, they don't have a lot of gold, but again, taking that over. But if we look at Russia, Russia has been adding to their gold reserves at pretty much the exact same rate as they are mining gold. So it appears that Russia has just said, any gold that we mine in this country, we're keeping it in the government's reserves. It looks like China might be doing a similar thing, although I haven't seen any direct evidence of that. We know they're not out making big purchases on the open market, and they're probably doing that. As each country tends to say, that produces gold, say, we're going to keep this gold for ourselves. South Africa is a big gold producing country, but their production is way down. Their mines have peaked and are on their way down. So what you see is a lot of these places that produce a lot of gold, there's just a lot less that's going to come onto the world market at the same time that there's a whole lot more demand. So it's pretty interesting. And then I'm going to close this with a story Richard Russell told recently in his Dow Theory letters. He talked about having a friend that was going to a diamond auction and planning to buy a diamond with $200,000. He wasn't able to buy that diamond. Someone else paid $950,000. He thought he could buy it for $200,000. Someone else bought it for $950,000. A lot of people that have wealth and understand money right now are realizing that their dollars, their money that they hold in dollars or some other of these big currencies is quickly going to be worth very little. And so they're doing what they can to convert it to something real. And so it's something, we've done a presentation about that recently. We've actually just put together a package teaching people exactly how to do this in great detail. I shot hours and hours of video doing this. We have a big workbook that explains this. So we're going to be offering that pretty soon in our newsletter at a really discounted, incredibly cheap price for everything that we've put into it. If that's something you're interested in, I would definitely just go sign up to get that Coming Storm video. As soon as we have all the editing done and we're ready to release that, you'll get a really amazing offer on that. Thanks. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and God bless you.